Coach, this is your first season here at UMSL. How has the transition been for you, and how are the players meeting your expectations?
The transition's been really good. Everybody's been very positive and upbeat about what we're trying to get accomplished here. The players it's been a very easy transition in that state. With inheriting some players, you kind of worry about different things. Every player wants a different type of coach. So to get them all on the same page and to get them to do what I want them to do and to get them to gel together and all that, I think it's gone really well for having 8 returners and 8 newcomers. So I'm really enjoying it. The girls are working really hard. They're doing what I ask them to do. We just need to keep taking strides in the right direction and moving forward.
Who will some of the key players be this season?
We have a post presence inside, which is always a key to any team if you can have a good inside game. So I think Tierra Snow is going to bring a lot of attention to that area. We have, Devonna Smith, who is finally healthy, knock on wood, for the first time I think in her career, where she is feeling just really good about herself on and off the floor. So I think she's going to be a key player for us. Hazaria Washington, she's from right here in St. Louis, transfers from a junior college in Iowa. I think she's going to be a pretty dominant player. I mean, she's just very offensive minded, understands the game really well. Defensively, when she wants, can be a very, very good defender. So she's going to be a player that we're going to need to have on the floor. And then we have a couple point guards that are turning into some pretty special things, which you need. You need to have a good leader on the team, which starts with them. And then when it gets to the guards, we need to have a key guard step up, and they're all kind of, like we talk about all the time, that's one of our biggest depths is our guards 2-3 spot. And we have some returners in there, we have some newcomers in there. So they're kind of battling that out right now, and we're still waiting to see who's going to step up and kind of start to separate themselves from the rest. So, like I said, I think our post position is going to be stronger than it's been, and we have a good solid point guard position filled. So we just need to fill in some gaps there in the middle.
You talked a little bit about your post area being kind of a strength this year. What else will be the strengths of this year's team?
I think their team, just unity, and that they all want to win. They want to come out and play hard. We don't have a selfish player on the team, which I think is huge. They have to be able to buy into the system that we're putting in, which is going to take time. We're not going to get that in here in November and it'd be perfect. So it's something we have to grind through. We have to work on every day and practice and try to execute during games. But I think just them they're hungry to be successful, they want to be successful, and they're working hard together to get that accomplished. I think that's going to be one of the big key components to this team being successful this year, is the team unity that they have.
And finally, what can we expect to see from a Katie Vaughn coached team on the floor this season?
I think they're going to, any teams I try to put out on the floor are teams that work hard. Defensively, we're going to get after it. We're going to pick up full court. We're going to pressure the ball. It's going to be a team defense mentality where when we break down, we're going to have rotations. Everyone's working hard when they're out there. And then the offense, it's very player-based offense where if a player wants to get shots, they're going to get them. We're not going to have a one go-to player. So it's going to be kind of fun for everybody because everybody can contribute in some way. We don't run a lot of sets, so it's a motion that you have to read the defenses off of. So I feel like it's a hard offense to scout because you do something, hopefully we have a counteraction to come back with offensively. So I think we're going to be a fast-paced team. We're going to get up and down the floor. We're going to push the ball. We're going to try to transition as much as we can. So hopefully it's a fun, fast-paced team to watch. And it's going to be hardworking. We're going to dive on the floor for balls. They're going to get after it because we do have numbers. That's another strength I think we have, is that we have a lot of depth. We can work hard. We can get after people 2-3 minutes at a time and then rotate people in. Go hard again for another 2-3 minutes where people may not have that same advantage. So hopefully we can use that to our advantage and make that a big strength for us. But I think those are the things that you're going to be able to see from what we put out on the floor.